So good evening to all of you. Can you see the screen? Hello.
Yes, we can.
So shall we wait for another 1 or 2 minutes till others join? So how many participants in the program? In the bench? Hello. What about you? Can you hear me?
60, sir.
How many?
60.
60. So still only 26 have joined. Less than half. Right. So I think now we can start. It's almost 5. So let me first.
Recording in progress.
So good evening again, once again to all of you, and so we can continue where we stopped the previous session. So in the previous session, actually we had 2 hour session. So we talk about various misinterpretations of marketing, right? What general people know about marketing is not what marketing really is. Okay. It's raining, so I hope you can hear me. So some misunderstanding and misinterpretations of marketing, right? So whether marketing is only selling and advertising, right? And marketing is only limited to department. So is that only a managerial function, right? So on one hand, it's a managerial function, but today we consider marketing as kind of the business philosophy, right? both perspectives are correct. And is it only for business organizations? So today, non-profit organizations, right, widely use marketing, like so some of these organizations. And thereafter, we talk about what do marketers offer to the market. So different types of products, right? And then so finally, we were like discussing about the marketing, the role. Marketing is essentially demand management, right? So in managing demand, marketers manage level of demand. They manage timing of demand plus composition of demand, right? And so when they obtain the desired demand level from their customers, so they deal with customer markets, right? Like HRM people deal with labor market, the financial people deal with money market and the capital market. Similarly, the marketing people, marketing managers, they deal with customer markets, right? Mainly they try to obtain a desired demand level from the customer market. The desired demand level is the demand level that as a marketer you would like to handle, you would like to manage, right? In doing so, you have to manage the level of demand, timing of demand, and composition of demand, right? And if you look at the same thing from another angle, so when you manage demand, okay, so basically you have to do two things, right? So where basically the marketers actually they try to do these two things. First, they want to find new customers, right? To attract customers, and secondly, they want to retain the existing customers, right? So I think I asked that question. Which one do you think is more important to any company or any marketer? The priority should be on customer attraction or customer retention. Hello, what do you think? Should we focus more on customer attraction or retaining our existing customer base? What do you think? So this is not an undergraduate program, so don't be silent. So I will not continue right until you open your voice. Anyone? Yes, please.
Retaining customers.
Retaining customers. Yes. Your answer is correct. So then we can ask one question: why? Why customer retention is important? Because customer retention is less costly, right? Attracting customers is very expensive. Some research found that you have to grab your competitors' customers. So that is not that. So we
Recording in
need to
progress.
find new consumers, right? From time to time, we whatever we do, as you know, whatever we do to retain customers, right? A certain portion of our customers leave. So that is natural, right? Whatever we do. So we treat them like kings, right? But still, some customers leave, right? You can't prevent that. So therefore, if we want to maintain our current sales level, according to the strategic plan, you try to achieve the higher sales volume in the next 5 years. To reach that higher sales volume, you need new customers, right? So due to one or more reasons, companies require finding new customers as well. But the priority should be on retaining your customers. Because if you can't retain the customer you find tomorrow, you can't retain that customer as well. So every day you have to find new customers. You are not a good company. Your brand is not good. That's why customers do not stay with you. So every day you have to find new customers. So that is not good, right? If a company, if you look at the sales, the portfolio sales, right, total sales, the 80%, 90% of sales come from repeat customers, and 10% sales, or maybe 15%, 20% sales come from new customers. So that indicates a kind of very healthy right the situation for the company, right? The highest volume of sales come from repeat customers. So that indicates that they are happy with you, right? If you take the other way around, for example, 70% of customer you find your sales from new customers, 30%, maybe 20% from the repeat customers. So that indicates something is wrong with your company, right? You have very relatively lower number of repeat customers. Why? They are not happy about your company. They may not be happy about your brand. They may not be satisfied with the brand, right? So customer retention is very important. But anyway, both are relevant to the job of the marketer. How they can attract customers and how they can retain. So in understanding these two tasks of the marketers, right, we need to link these two tasks with another couple of concepts like customer value concept. We need to be familiar with customer satisfaction concept, right? And very recently, marketers today they are more concerned about relationship marketing, right? So likewise, these concepts are very important. They are very central to the success of the marketing job, right? If you first look at the customer value, right? The value concept is mostly related with the first task. So what is the first task? How we can attract new customers to your company, your product, to your brand, customer attraction, right? So in a competitive environment, now think, right? In a competitive environment, you are not alone. There are competitive brands in the marketplace. They also try to grab customers like you, your brand. So in a competitive environment, right, how you can get more and more customers to your brand? What do you think? Right? In a very competitive environment, how you can get more customers to your brand? Any idea?
Through customer satisfaction?
Before that, until they consume, they don't know whether product is all right. But your answer is really good. But customer satisfaction is more related to the customer details, right? In a competitive environment, how you can get more and more customers to your product, your brand. What is the formula? How you can do that? There are competitive brands. So yes, come.
Reduce the cost of the product, which is
maybe yes. Yes, that is the cost of the product. What else?
quality of the product.
We can enhance the quality of the product. Then competitors, isn't it? Competitors, competitive brands, yes. What else?
Giving offers.
Guys, can you repeat this?
Giving offers.
Giving offers. Good. More responses? What about others? Okay. Simply what we have to do is giving discounts, reducing costs, improving the quality. Yes. So actually, if we put all these things in one umbrella, right? Task. What we have to do? Simply, if you operate in a competitive environment, you have to do only one thing to attract customers. You need to convince the potential customers that you deliver more value than your competitive brands. Right? You deliver more value than your competitive brands for your target customers. Right? Sometimes we deliver something superior value, right? Something better, right? Maybe something faster, maybe something cheaper than competitors, right? On one or right on few grounds, your customers should be convinced by you that your brand outperforms your competitors, right? That's the only way you can convince your customers, right? On empathetic ground or on any other emotional ground, they don't buy your brand. They are rational mostly. Right? In most cases, customers are rational. They want to get the maximum for what they pay. So in that sense, right, we need to convince our customers that that is not necessarily if your brand is the only brand, but right, in the real scenario, there are several brands in the marketplace. You are not alone. So in a competitive environment, you need to convince your customers that you are better than competitors. Simply we use the concept, the value concept, right? The remaining two, customer satisfaction, relationship marketing, they are more related with the second task. So what is the second task? Customer. First task is the customer attraction. The second task is what? Customer retention. Right? To retain customers, actually, we have satisfy our customers, and today companies effectively use the relationship marketing to retain their customer base. Anyway, so first take the customer value concept. So first we need to understand the customer delivered value, right? The customer delivered value is the difference between the total customer benefits and the total customer cost, right? So when you try to understand the meaning of value, simply the value can be easily understood as the cost of benefits you receive from the brand, the bundle of benefits, right? That's the value. Maybe quality, durability, the product is user friendly, right? So those things add value to the customer, the benefits the customer can enjoy So when they buy and when they use the product, right? Then the total customer value simply means the total benefits they receive from the product. Total bundle of benefits, right? And so consumers, when they make the decision, don't think that they only look at the benefit side, right? The value concept is a kind of relative concept. It's not an absolute concept. It's a relative concept, right? For example, if I say, for an example, I say that product is worth, that product is worth. A bande වටිනවා. That product or that brand is worth. But actually, there is no any sense, any meaning of that statement. That brand is worth. You may ask me, in terms of what? Or against what? අපි හුඟක් කඩේට අපේ ගිහිල්ලා හුඟක් අපේ ගෘහණියෝ, right? Maybe mothers, right? Wife. What do they say? සිංහලෙන් මං කිව්වොත් ඒ භාණ්ඩය වටිනවා කියලා කියන්නේ. They never say that product is worth. ඒ භාණ්ඩය වටිනවා. There's no meaning. We say ඒ භාණ්ඩේ ඒ ගානට වටිනවා. ඒ භාණ්ඩේ ඒ ගානට වටිනවා. The product is worth for that price. So usually when we judge, when we understand the value concept, we compare benefits and cost. Price is only one type of cost. There are some other costs as well that customers are concerned. Right? So the value concept is a relative concept. So usually we understand the value with benefits and cost. We consider both sides in making the decision. So total customer cost is the total bundle of cost the customer expects to incur in evaluating, obtaining, and using the product or service. Right? Total bundle of cost. The difference between the total benefits and the total cost we call the delivered value or the perceived value. Sometimes we call delivered value, customer delivered value. Some textbooks they call that customer perceived value. Perceived value. Right? Now, my question is, in a competitive environment, right, you need to deliver the more customer delivered value, right? You need to convince your customer that your delivered value is higher than your competitive brands. Now, my question. How you can make sure that your customer delivered value is greater than your competitors? What you can do? There are three approaches if you look at these two options. What is the first approach? On one hand, you have the total customer value. On the other hand, you have the total customer cost. So what you can do to enhance the customer delivered value to your customers? Come on. What you can do? On one side, you can try to enhance the total customer value as much as possible. Total customer value. Second approach, you can reduce the total customer cost of your customers. total customer cost. You can try to reduce. What is the third approach? Third one. This is logic. First, enhance the total customer value. Second, reducing the total customer cost. Third, what is the third option? Anyone?
Optimum values for customer value and customer cost.
Yes, but yes, that's fine. So basically, on one hand, you can enhance the total customer value, one option. Second, you can reduce the total customer cost. Third one, you can use both. While enhancing the customer value, you try to reduce the customer cost. You do both parallel. Right? Now, how we can enhance the total customer value? How we can reduce the total customer cost? So let's move on to the next slide. Sorry. So there, right, you are informed what you can do. Basically, total customer value consists of 4 types of values: product value, services value, personnel, not the personal, right? Personnel value and image value. On the other hand, total customer cost, there are 4 types: monetary cost, time cost, energy cost, and cyclic cost. Right? If you take one by one very quickly, we don't have much time. Only we have 5 sessions, right? It's very difficult to teach marketing within 5 sessions, right? But anyway, the product value means you try to enhance the value in terms of your physical product. Like you offer more features, quality, you can enhance the durability of your product than your competitive brands. Right? For example, Parampara Ganna Pavithina Sitakarani, right? The Sicily. You can offer some additional features like door cooling feature, not available with other refrigerators, right? You can offer, your product can be offered as a very user-friendly product than competitive brands, right? You come up with very innovative, very convenient package. The customers can easily handle, store, right? Transport. The product, physical, right? The physical product. In terms of the physical product, you try to deliver more value. That's the first option. Second, you can also deliver more value to your customers by enhancing the service component of the product. Right? The service components. Let's give it 1 second. So for the disturbance, the service. Usually, right, companies today, you know that when they sell the product, they offer several additional services with the product, like delivery, servicing. Sometimes they install the product, like the AC, right, air condition, installation service. Then easy payment schemes offered to the customer, loan schemes to buy the product, several after-sale service, repairing, right, free services after selling the product, so on and so forth, right? So service component of the product. So here, actually, you can enhance the service component of the product in several ways, right? A lot of companies offer the service with the product, so therefore you have to find ways to deliver more value to customers in terms of the service. Well, that we computer brand service then. So how we can be superior in terms of the service? First option is you can offer more services than your competitors. More services. Competitors give 1 year warranty, so we give 2 year warranty. Competitors, competitors after sales service maybe first 2 services are free. So we tell our customers first 3 services are free. So our service more, right? More services than competitors. First option. Second option is we can make our service more fast, speed up, faster. So, for example, our company, if it is insurance industry, our competitor takes 1 week to give the claim, right? Insurance claim. But we promise our customers within 3 days we give the claim. So we are fast, right? Our service is faster than our competitors. Second option. Third option that we can convince our customer that we are better than our competitors is we can offer personalized service, right? Instead of providing standardized service, every customer gets the same service. That is what we call standardized service. Instead, right, if your customers are maybe high-end customers, they are high-income earning customers, they are willing to pay even more if you get personalized service, right? So depending on your customer base, you can think personalizing your service to each customer rather than offering very common services to each and every customer. So personalizing the service to each customer. And that is the third option that you can consider. Personalizing. And fourth one is you can take the service to the customer doorstep rather than asking customers to come to your branch. Another option. Right? So, for example, if you take this microfinance, the field workers, they go to customers' homes to collect money. They never ask customers to come and make the payment at the branch. So they send their field workers to customers' home. It's very convenient for these consumers to take the service to the customer's doorstep. Right? The fourth option. So likewise, broadly, company can consider these 4 options to deliver better service than your competitors. More services, make your service faster, personalizing your service, and taking the service to customers' doorstep. Okay, service value. The third option, broad aspect that your company can consider to deliver more value to your customer is the personal value. Personal means your staff, right? Your staff. So smart companies and smart marketers, smart managers, they consider their staff as the most valuable asset of the company, right? Particularly, you know that service companies, right? Simply because services are delivered by people, the staff, particularly the frontline people, right? If you go to the bank, the desk people and some other, even security officer, they interact with people frequently, right? So they are very important in determining customer quality, customer satisfaction, how customer evaluate the service. All these are impacted by how your employees treat your customers, right? So therefore, if you like, if you are really very smart, very skillful, very friendly, very professional bunch of staff, then you compete to companies. So that should give a very important, very valuable competitive edge to your company, right? So we have really good, very skillful, well experienced, very professional, very friendly. They go extra miles to help customers, right? Sometimes they stay till 9, till 10 p.m. They don't ask the boss why I'm staying here. So they are very dedicated people, right? So if you have got such a very talented, very nice bunch of people with your company, customers experience really pleasant, right? Encounters with these employees. Every time they interact with employees, is very pleasant, and they are very friendly. They can answer any question to a customer. They are knowledgeable, right? They have the product knowledge. They are very supportive. Their body language, their eye contact, their dress code, their neat in appearance, everything can make customer happy. So that would be your competitive edge, competitive advantage, your staff, right? So that is what we call personal value, the value delivered to your customers by your skillful, very talented, very nice, very knowledgeable, professional staff. Right? But unfortunately, a lot of service companies ignore this, right? This the personal value that they can capitalize, right? That's in vain, because if you have really good, nice people with you, that may be the major reason why customers visit your place frequently. Right? So personal value. And finally, the image value. Image value means if you can, as a company, if you can develop a strong corporate image, right? So that adds value to brand as well. Like Apple. Think of the Apple brand image, right? So whenever you buy iPhone, right, iPad, maybe 40% of the price you pay not for the product. The 40% of the price you pay for the brand, the corporate image, for the brand, Apple brand, right? So the corporate image, some companies, right, they have developed very powerful corporate image. That's why customers buy the brand coming under that corporate image. Right? If you take the banking industry, some banks they call that we are the bank, Jati Mahapantega. The different ways that they communicate their corporate image. Right? When it comes to the insurance industry, some companies claim that they are the leader, you are better protected with the leader. Right? Lakshmi Purogami api ethik oba wada suraksitයි. So public trust, don't go with any other insurance company. Right? Image value. Right? Some banks they claim that for the consecutive 10 years we are the best bank in Sri Lanka. This is the award we have won. They highlight their superior image value. Right? So all these things can add value to your customer. Right? So when we buy iPhone, we don't question the price. We never question the price due to the image value. Right? When we buy certain very expensive whiskey brand or brandy brands, we never ask questions, why is it so expensive? We pay whatever they ask due to the image value. Right? So basically, companies can consider this whole to deliver better value than your competitors. Product value, service value, personal value, and image value. In the meantime, as I told you before, companies can try to reduce the total customer cost. Right? First, the monetary cost, the money you incur in searching, in buying, in consuming the product. Companies can try to think how we can reduce the customers' the monetary cost, the money they spend on the product, monetary cost. Maybe in terms of discounts, right? If you are a regular, very loyal customer, sometimes companies give low prices, right, to reduce the monetary cost to the loyal customers, right? In the supermarkets, you know that when we become loyal and loyalty program, so when we buy products, we get some loyalty points, right? So later on, we can redeem this to, right, reduce the price of some products. Monetary cost can be reduced, right? Then customers not only concerned about the money they when buying, and you know that we are very busy today, right? So we are very concerned about the time cost. So when you go to some places, right? For example, can you imagine, right, how we were suffering to buy fuel, right? Petrol. Can you imagine, right, how many days we were waiting? Sorry. In one instance, I have waited for 2 days to get petrol. Time cost. Right? So when we go to certain banks, we have to wait for 1 hour in line in the queue, wasting our time. The time is very precious because we have other work to do. We can earn money rather than waiting in the queue in the bank. So time has the what we call this what's the term that is called opportunity cost. There's opportunity cost, right? So therefore, companies they try to reduce the customers' time cost when ordering, when placing orders. For example, some organizations give online ordering. It has reduced the customer's time. The banks now they use the online banking. We need not to go to the bank, right? So we can do banking at home. So today we have the bank's apps in our mobile phone. So that can reduce the customer's time cost. Right? So that is another way that companies try to reduce the customer's time cost. And third one is the energy cost. So when we search for products, right, we have to put some kind of effort, Even when we, for example, if you want to deposit some money, you have to go to the bank, you have to go to the line, join the line, right? So certain sort of effort has to be made by us. Right. But today, we don't need not to go to bank. We can do that using online again. That can reduce not only time cost, that can reduce our effort, energy cost. If we visit the bank, no need to join the queue. Now today there are all the banks have this smart bank units. So we go there and we do transaction, deposit money, bill payment, all are with these machines today. No need to go inside. Energy cost. Even if you go to the bank today, all the banks are air conditioned, right? There are very comfortable seating facilities. So those days we go there and we wait in line. But today even state banks, not everywhere, but some branches I have seen that even state banks usually they are using this card system, the numbering system. So when we come inside the branch, we have to take a number and now we can sit. So in our number is called with the counter number, so we can go to the credit counter. It's very comfortable, reducing customers' energy cost. Right? That is how you compete with your competitors, by reducing customer cost. Particularly if when you deliver service, like if you, for example, maybe you are architecturers, maybe some service providers, when customers come to your home, come to your office, so consider these things, how you can reduce the monetary cost, how you can reduce the customer time cost using online options, how you can reduce the customer's energy cost.
Why?
Right? And finally, psychic cost. Psychic cost means sometimes when we search for information, when we place orders, when we buy products, when we consume products, right? Sometimes we have to undergo some mental pressures, right? Sort of mental stresses. Right? Such situations we call kind of psychic cost, මානසික පිළිවෙල. Right? Now, for example, if you use the public transport in Sri Lanka, right? So every day, is it very comfortable or is it kind of very stressful option that you use every day? So when we use public transport service, right? Lot of stress there, the time we get into the bus, so there are a lot of problems, conductors' misbehaviors, crowd, right? Sometimes the conductor blame the customer without not having change money. Sometimes they do not consider customers' dignity. So every customer gets down from the bus with stress in Sri Lanka. This is a good example for the psychic cost. Not only that, those days, actually now it is good that is provided. Those days, for example, if we go to long distance journeys like Kandy and Radhapura, can you remember the songs they were playing? Very noisy. So can you remember those days? Right? Me bastal dal tiba sindu eka. Kana pelena sindu danawa, right? Bahina kamiting api willingly or unwillingly, we have to listen. Psychic cost. Right? So companies can consider that as well to reduce the total customer cost. Like, for example, when you go to the bank branch today, you can see the background is nicely arranged. The color scheme is very pleasant to the customers, color combination. In most banks, you can hear, mostly private banks, you can hear background music. There are fish tanks, right? So all these things have been done. Why? To reduce the customer's psychic cost. All right. So on one hand, as a marketer, you can try to enhance the benefits in terms of the product, service, personnel, and image. On the other hand, you can try to reduce the customer's cost, like monetary, time, energy, and psychic cost. So eventually, the customer perceives the more value from you. Perceive the customer value. Right. So is it clear to you? It's a very, very, very important model that usually marked as frequent use. Clear or not? Any further explanation is needed? Hello?
It's clear, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So this is how, right, by delivering more and more value, that's the only option that you can convince your customers to buy your brand. Right? On empathetic ground, they may never, right? They may never, may not buy your brand. On emotional ground, they will not buy your brand. Right? So we have to convince, if you operate in a competitive environment, so we have to convince customers that we are better, we are faster, we are superior. On one or few ways, we have to outperform our competitors. Right? Outperform our competitors. But this is a really good starting point to compete with your competitors, right? It's a really good model as a marketer, as a manager, to consider how you can deliver more value to your customers, right? But actually, companies do not try to do all these things. Okay, so we have to be practical, we have to be realistic. Though these are actually, this model offers the options: product value, service value, personal value, image value. In the meantime, we use monetary cost, time cost, right? But in practice, companies don't try to do all the things simultaneously, right? Instead, they try to come up with the feasible combination of the benefits and cost, or maybe the benefits. I don't know, right? Sometimes companies highlight maybe 2 benefits to compete with their competitors, right? 2 benefits. For example, Pizza Hut may, right, claim that we deliver hot pizza, very fresh pizza, within 1 hour time that you place the order, right? It's still warm, it's still hot, it's still fresh, delivery is fast, at relatively reasonable price. Now, if you carefully look at this, right, how they try to compete. Now, what do they communicate to their customers? We deliver fresh pizza within 1 hour's time of your place after placing the order. Hot, warm, fresh pizza, delivery and still good, right? 2 benefits at reasonable price. So actually, they are using how many elements? All elements, only 3 elements. Tell me. Have they used all these options, or they are using 3 elements to convince their customers? We deliver pizza within 1 hour. Hot, warm pizza at reasonable price. How many elements they are using? Come on. So have they used all these options? Image, personnel, service, product, monetary, time, energy, cycle, all these have they used or combined, or only using 3, blend of 3? So please tell me. All the benefits, so only combination of 3. What do you think? So did you understand my question? No, right. So they are claiming customer, right? Why customers buy the pizza? We deliver pizza within 1 hour. You place the order. still fresh. We deliver still fresh, very warm piece, right? Still in good quality, and we do not charge very high price, reasonable price. So how many things they are using in their value statement? So I'm asking a simple question. Although only 3.
Only 3, sir.
3. That is what is happening in the real world, right? Sometimes some companies use only one benefit to compete with their competitors. Only one benefit, right? For example, if we take Crest toothpaste, international brand, Crest, right? So they are highlighting the ability of their toothpaste to prevent cavity protection benefit. That's the only benefit they are using. If you take Kroger in Sri Lanka, they are using only two benefits. Fluoride, protection of fluoride, and additional protection of fluoride. Carbonate cellulose ආරක්ෂාවයි fluoride ආරක්ෂාවයි. Only 2. They are not highlighting like stuff or those things. So companies usually select a proper combination of these values when they compete with their competitor. But this is a very good starting point to find different options, right? Product value, service value there, personal value. So that can let you know what you can do. But eventually, you need to find a proper blend of the value that you deliver to your customer. That is usually called the value proposition of your brand. So we can discuss these things later, right? We call that value propositions. The value proposition of the brand. Right? If you take the Silam Bank, so that they see a bank, friendly with the heart. That's the only right thing they had it. Okay, let's go. So, but anyway, this value concept is very important. Actually, we have to come up with really good, appealing value proposition to our target market, right? To get these customers more to our brand, customer attraction. But after attracting customer, what's the next challenge? Once you attract the customer, then what you have to do?
Customer retention,
yes. Now you have to retain your customer. So that's more important, right? So how we can retain our customers? So again, as I told you before, so we need to do that with two very important concepts in marketing. The first, customer satisfaction concept, right? So we have to make sure that our customer is happy, customer is satisfied. Otherwise, can you expect them to stay with you? Never. Right? They will never stay with you. Customer satisfaction. So, just give me 1 second again. Right? So customer satisfaction is actually even after consuming the product, your customers should feel that the product is okay. Right? But how we can make sure that our customers are satisfied? So here again, we need to be familiar with two concepts. Right? How customers make that judgment? Actually, what they are doing is that they are comparing two things. Simply, they are comparing two things as customer. First, right, actually, before they purchase a product, they have some level of or some kind of expectations about any product. For example, tomorrow you have to go to a government hospital, right? Government hospital, maybe in rural, right, remote area, less developed government hospital. Can you expect very excellent service or relatively low service? It's a simple right, question. Now, when you go to government right, hospital in a rural village or rural remote area, your expectation level is high or low in terms of service quality. So I will not continue. This is a very simple question. This is a government hospital, very rural, less developed government hospital. Do you expect very high service or relatively low service from that hospital?
Low service.
Low service. Low expectation, isn't it? Low expectation. Based on what? How you expect low, set low expectations when you go to the government hospital in rural area? Common expectations held. Okay.
Facility providers. Facilities.
No, base. Hurry. How do you know that they have low facilities? Based on your previous experiences.
Yeah, past experience.
Past experience. Otherwise, how do you know? Past experience. Right? You have never visited one particular private hospital, but you right? You think that if you go there, you will have a really good experience. You get good treatment from that hospital. You have never visited, but still you think that if you go there to get some medicine or some treatment, it will be very excellent service. How you can decide that way? Based on what? කවදාවත් ගිහිල්ලක් නෑ. හැබැයි ඒ හොස්පිටල් එකේ හොඳ සර්විස් එකක් ලැබෙනවා කියලා ඔයා හිතන්නේ. Based on what?
Based on their publicity.
Based on? Hello? Based on?
Publicity there.
Publicity and okay දැන් අපි සාමාන්‍ය අපෝක දැනගන්නේ ඒක හොඳ හොස්පිටල් එකක් කියලා කොහොමද?
Based on the image.
Based on the image. හරි. ඊටත් වඩා නිකන් අපිට කොහොමද දැන් ආරංචි වෙන්නේ? How we come to know that there's really good hospital?
Customer reviews.
Customer
especially
reviews.
Social media.
That's right. Plus, we reviews and what others say about the hospital. What others say, they have used the hospital, so they recommend hospital. So likewise, based on the information we have, maybe through the past experience, maybe the recommendation made by others, maybe the publicity, general image of the right product. So we set either high expectations or low expectations. Right? That is how we set expectations about the brand. Then you now purchase the product. Now you consume the product. Then you compare what you expected from the brand, maybe high or low expectation, whatever. Now you compare the expected right performance of the product, of the brand, with the perceived performance of the brand. Perceived performance is now you have consumed that, now you understood what you got. What you got, what you received. That's a perceived performance. The performance pursued means that is the performance you, as a customer, you understood. That is subjective. Right? The objective performance is designed by the company. By specification, they design the product performance. But customer judge the performance after consuming based on the customer experience. So that is perceived performance. So is it clear to you, the term perceived performance? Yes or no? Hello? For example, company that one particular smart mobile phone, the company promote that as a very excellent, very superior product. But after consuming, you don't agree with that. Maybe not happy with that one. You think that's average product. I am not that much convinced about the product, like what they say the campaign. So that performance is what? That is the performance understood by you, by using the product. That is what we call the perceived performance. Right? So you compare the perceived performance of the brand with or against what you expected before you buy. Accordingly, there could be 3 possibilities. There may be 3 possibilities. First, you are not happy about the brand. Why? The perceived performance is lesser than what you expect. Pitode brand එකෙන් නේ ලැබෙ කියන්න එකක් ලැබෙන්නේ තව දෙයක්. Right? Your perceived performance is lesser than what you expected from the brand based on your previous experience, based on the advertising campaign, promises, based on what others tell to you. So that is the first possibility. Customers are dissatisfied. Second, the perceived performance meets what customers expect from the product. So we call that is the merely satisfied. Customers feel okay. They may not be very happy, but they feel, no problem. Product is all right. Because customers feel that the expected things delivered by the product. Right? And the last one, sometimes perceived performance is even greater than expectations. Greater than what customer expect. So that situation we say customer is delighted, highly satisfied. So at least we have to do what? At least we have to make our customers satisfied. Better if you can make your customers delight, but don't think that you can delight each and every customer. That is not necessary. That is not feasible. Companies actually delight. When they delight, they do not delight each and every customer. Right? So they identify good customers, key customers. You need to understand this 20-80 principle. Sorry. 20-8 principle. This is called Pareto principle. So are you familiar with this one? Pareto principle. 20-80. What does it mean? That in Pareto principle, actually, that comes from the inventory management. 20% of your items represent 80% of the total value of your inventory. Right? Similarly, 20% of your customers bring 80% of the business. It's a very simple understanding of your customer portfolio. Customers are 100ක් ඉන්නවා නම් මේ 100ම වටින customers නෙමෙයි. එතනින් 20 දෙනෙක් තමයි business වලින් 80%ක් වගේ. The key customers, very profitable customers. So therefore, particularly, you need to delight these key customers, right? You have to pay more attention in delighting key customers. The other customers, just you can make so that they are happy, they are satisfied. But your regular customers, loyal customers, key customers, right? This 20%, you have to be very careful. You need to delight these customers particularly, right? So, so why companies need to make their customers happy? So first, particularly, right, when companies want to satisfy their customers, actually they have to deal with both. Sometimes they have to improve the performance of the product because customers are not happy about the perceived performance in terms of quality, durability, maybe appearance, design of the product. They are not happy, right? The color combination of the product may not be happy, right? So anyway, so sometimes we have to improve the performance, but before right, jump to improve the performance side, see whether you can reset customer expectations, right? Because customer expectations are mostly the level of expectations, whether they have very high unrealistic expectations or they have very low expectations. Mostly as a marketer, you are responsible, you are accountable. පාරිභෝගිකයන් කවදාවත් imaging කළා expectations හදාගන්නේ. Mostly they set expectations based on the information you provide as a marketer. Right? The past experience, how you deliver your service, that can set customers' expectations. Your communication campaign, yeah, you overpromise. You can never deliver, but you always overpromise. Too much promises, like political parties did before the election, right? So you have to be very careful when setting the expectations in customers' mind, because you are accountable, you are responsible. The information you deliver to your customer, based on the information, they set high expectations or low expectations, right? So one trap that we have to avoid is setting too high expectations. You know that you can never meet. කරන්න බැරි දේවල් promise කරන customer. අලි දෙනවා කොටි දෙනවා. So eventually your customer base will be very disappointed. That could be a disaster. Similarly, your product, if your product is average or good or excellent, you should never set low expectations. Why? If your product is really good, so why you set low expectations? So you are giving wrong signal, wrong indicators to customers. If they come to you, they may be happy if they consume, but they will never think of coming to your place or buying your product due to low expectations. Right? So basically, we need to get rid of these two, setting too low expectations or setting too high expectations. So try to manage customer expectations properly by the information you manage. Okay. And why companies anyway need to make their customers happy? Because there are a lot of benefits, right? So what are the benefits that companies gain by making their customers happy? One benefit. එකක් කියන්න බලන්න. What are the benefits that customers or companies get through the customer satisfaction? Sorry?
They can retain their customers.
They can retain their customers. Okay, customer retention is less expensive. What else?
Indirect publicity.
Very good. So you need not to spend huge money on advertising because your customers are the brand ambassadors. They bring new customers to your company. We call it positive word of mouth. So that's right. If you compare, the message come from a TV advertisement and message come from your friend about the product. Which one is more credible to you? The product is recommended in a TV advertisement. The product is recommended by one of your friend or colleague. Which one is more credible? Come on, which one is more credible? Advertisement or message given by your friend? Yeah, second one. Personal sources, they are more credible. Right? So that's why right now, if you can make your customers happy, they recommend the brand to other customers. They are fellow, right? Friends, colleagues, family members. It's a huge advantage to any brand. Right? What else? If your customer is happy about now take a salon. If your customers are happy about the haircut, next time when they come to the salon, what will they do? They spend money on other products as well. Next time they take a haircut and ask for a massage, hair massage. That is also good. Customer is happy. Next time they ask for something else, maybe hair coloring. So customers buy more and more other products of the company. Right? Like Melbourne company, the customers are happy about the Melbourne biscuits, capitalizing that, so they introduce Melbourne milk powder. Right? Simple things that marketers do. And happy customers actually they do not pay attention to competitive brands. That's another benefit you receive, right? Happy customers actually they become loyal, they become experienced customers, so they make few mistakes. Experienced customers are making mistakes that can reduce the recovery cost. Right? And happy customers, they provide a very constructive suggestions or complaints. If something goes wrong, they complain quickly because they want to maintain the quality of the brand. They are very loyal to the brand. If they know that something has gone wrong, they quickly let the management know. So don't do that again. Likewise, so there are several benefits that we can enjoy if our customer base is mostly satisfied, or some of our customers are actually delighted, key customers. But on the other hand, if you if you cannot make your customers happy, so there are negative consequences. Like they spend negative word of mouth, first they stop buying, right? They spend negative word of mouth, they stop other customers buying your brand. This could be a very bad thing to your company, right? So sometimes today not only they spend negative word of mouth, right? Offline. Today they use online, using social media. Then that could become a viral, shared by thousands of people. It's a negative story about your brand, right? So today, what happened to this biscuit? The people, right? They share posts to avoid buying biscuit due to these high prices. It's a big problem to these biscuit brands. See how customers are very powerful today online, social media. Right? So, and they can sometimes complain. If they complain to the company, that is really good, right? But sometimes they complain to third party. Right? Sometimes they make and go to the court. Right? So there are a lot of negative consequences you can expect if you cannot make your customers happy. Okay. So then, as a company, as a marketer, you need to know how your customers are happy. So there are various information collection systems. Like the most widely and very popular technique is complaint and suggestion systems, right? So companies encourage customers to complain as much as possible. So they make the complaining process very convenient for customers, like giving toll-free numbers, right? Customers today can complain using online. It's very convenient, and also they can offer various suggestions, right? So by after analyzing these customer complaints and suggestion system, company can improve their product and services from time to time. Okay. Then next one is the customer satisfaction surveys. So that's a very methodological approach. Maybe after 6 months, right? Every 6 months, company can undertake a survey, like using a questionnaire. So there are some questions from customers to get their feelings about the brand, about the company, about the brand, product, features. To what extent customers are happy about the product features, like certain things, the delivery service of the company, the customers, the feelings towards the employees of the company. So likewise, we can ask some questions and get customer feedback, whether they are happy or not. And accordingly, we can improve our product and service. Right? And thirdly, the lost customer analysis. Lost customer analysis. That means, what do you mean by lost customer? Lost customer analysis. Lost customer means the customers that who have purchased your brand or who have been regular customer of your company, the customer base, but now they have stopped coming to you or buying your product. It's lost customer, right? So when you have a kind of a list of lost customers, so when you analyze your customer base, you come to that by June 2022, so we have lost 155 customers. We have lost. They do not come now. Out of these 155 customers, when you look at their profile, what they have purchased from you, you come to know that 40 customers are very important to you. Like as I told you before, they are very profitable customers. They are very key customers. So you come to know that out of this 155, 40 customers, very important. You need to know why they left. So if you have contact numbers in your database, you can contact them and you can invite them for an interview, right? So letting them know that they are really important to our company. So you are really valuable. That's why we need to listen from you, why you left us. So can you spend few minutes to let us know why you left us? So we interview the customers and we try to understand what went wrong with them. Being a regular customer, why suddenly they stopped? Right? So a lot of insights can be obtained by undertaking this research technique, lost customer analysis. And the fourth option is widely used by actually private companies, right? That is ghost shopping. Ghost. Sometimes we call mystery shopping as well. Ghost shopping. Right? That means we send some hired people, not their actual customers, right? We hire some outside people, maybe usually students, right? And we ask them to visit our branches, or our service outlets, or even competitors' service outlets. Go and see how the employees treat you. Right? So we send people, actually they are not real customers, right? They are hired people. So we hire these people and we send these people to our outlets, maybe competitors' outlets, and their job is to go there and observe everything, how employees treat them. Sometimes they ask questions and see how the employee respond to this question. So everything they observe and collect information. And at the end of the day, they pass all these important pieces of information to the management. Right? That is what we call gossip. For example, our marketing department, actually now we have done gossiping research for one leading telecommunication company in Sri Lanka. So they actually, our students visit their service outlets as customers. Like sometimes they change their behavior, sometimes they use surround, like they visit their outlets like very, laborers. They never, they actually pretend to be real customers, but actually they are not real customers. They go there and they observe, they collect information, behaving as real customers. The employees don't know these are ghost customers, right? So they think they are real customers, but these people actually collect all the important information and report to the management. So what are the employees ask based on the gossip report? Okay, so these are different. There are more, but actually, I cannot discuss all these options. But basically, companies use these techniques to get to know that whether their customers are happy or not. Okay, and next, now we are dealing with customer retention. Okay, to attract customers, we have to have a really good appealing value proposition, right? Benefits and cost combination. And then to retain our customers, the first requirement is customer satisfaction. But that should be understood as the foundation for customer retention. Foundation, right? Without customer satisfaction, you can't expect your customers to be with you. It's a foundation. But today, companies go beyond this foundation and they try to develop very long-lasting, mutually beneficial relationship with their customers. So again, may not be with each and every customer, but at least with their key customers, profitable customers. Can you remember this 20%? The rule of thumb, 20-20 formula? Right? So your key customers may be 20%, maybe 15%, maybe 10%, right? These key customers, very important, right? They bring 80%, maybe 90% of the business to your company. So therefore, to retain these customers, customer satisfaction is not enough. That's the point we need to understand. Customer satisfaction is the basic. That's why I call that the foundation. Foundation of the founding gap, but you have to build the house on the foundation. But without foundation, you will never ever develop relationship with anyone. If you cannot satisfy your customer, how you can expect them to come to a relationship with you? That's a dream. Right? But first you need to lay the foundation. You need to make sure that your customers are happy. On that foundation, now you can develop, right? You can develop gradually, you can develop the trust with the customer. Based on trust, now customer is ready to come for a relationship with you. So now you try to develop relationship with your customers, right? Mutually beneficial, trusting, long-lasting. And later on, you further reward your customers for being in that relationship. And you maintain the relationship, right? And you further enhance the mutually beneficial relationships, right? And you know that there's a very popular saying in marketing: "Customer is the king." Customer is the king. So have you heard of that? Anyone? Customer is the king. පාරිභෝගිකයා තමයි රජු. We need to treat customer as a king, right? But unfortunately, when we visit a lot of places, even in private companies, right, customer is not the king. Not the king, not the king. That is some other story. But customer is the king. That's a very old statement about marketing. But today, actually, we do not believe. Right? Marketers don't go with that today. If you treat customer as the king, we pay too much unnecessary attention to customer. You need to deal with several stakeholders today. So while satisfying customer as the king, right? If you do not treat your employees properly, you can develop this relationship with these customers? Your relationships are developed by your employees. Right? Relationships strategy you can build to the company as a marketer, as a manager. That's the strategy. But relationships are really built on the ground by your employees. So paying too much attention to the king and treating very badly to employees, is it possible? No. Right? So today, in the realistic scenario, companies today treat customers as valuable or valued partners. King කියන අපි අද පල්ලයට බහැලා is too unrealistic, like king. So instead, today we make our customers valued partners. They right, by being a partner with the company, by being a loyal customer with the company, the customer get a lot of benefits. Customer is right rewarded by the company. There are financial rewards, there are social rewards, there are special treatments to the customer. So being in that relationship is really valuable to customers as well. Right? So that is what companies do today. Right? On the foundation, when your customers are happy, now you gradually develop relations with your customers. So what's the rationale behind that approach? So because today managers, companies, they acknowledge the value of they acknowledge the importance of customer lifetime value concept. Customer lifetime value. You know that a lot of Sinhalese, the Mudalari type business people, right? So sometimes they try to increase the profit by 10 rupees by cheating customer. රුපියල් 10කින් profit එක වැඩි කරගන්න යනවා customer cheat. They focused on increasing 10 rupees profit. of that particular transaction. But they forget, if the business or that mudalal, right, can retain the customer for the next 20 years, how much the business can earn? රුපියල් 10ක profit එක වැඩි කරගන්න ගිහිල්ලා ලක්ෂ 10 නැති කරගන්න. To increase the 10 rupees profit from current transaction, sometimes even cheating at the cost, right, the customer. So they lose, right, maybe 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs, the lifetime profit that the company can earn. If the company can retain the customer for the next 20 years, next 30 years. So by right, encouraging customers to come to along the relationship with the company, actually companies try to obtain the lifetime value of the customer, lifetime profit. Both concepts are same. Customer lifetime profit, right? Plus, today companies increasing the market share is again is still valid, right? That market share is still valid, right? But today the managers go beyond that. Instead of increasing the market share, today they talk about increasing the share of wallet. Share of wallet, right? That means means pocket, your purse. If you can, right, develop very trusting, long-lasting relations with your customer, the customer now trusts about you, and very easily customer purchase a very basic product from you. But right, over time, when the trust is gradually developed with the company and the customer, and later on, what you can do with this customer, right? Now customer has been with you for 5 years. Good relationship has already been developed with the customer. Your employees personally know about the customer. Your employees call customers by their personal name, right? Before asking anything, your employees know what exactly these customers want. Employees started by customer. So such a relationship has been developed and trust has been built up between these two parties. So what now you can do as a marketer? Now you can do cross-selling and upselling, right? Cross-selling means you can ask customers to buy other products of your company, maybe in the same value, same price level, other products. Upselling means later on you can invite your customers to buy expensive products of your company. Now they trust you. You can ask the customers to buy premium products. Premium means the high price brands of your company, right? So customers don't ask questions. They are less price sensitive due to this very mutually beneficial relationship. They tend to be less price sensitive over time when they develop a relationship with the company, right? Alut customers තමයි පුරාතරම් bargain කරන්නේ. But customers who are in a relationship with the company, they usually do not bargain, right? And they can easily convert it to good customers, premium customers, by encouraging them to buy premium products. So what you are doing, you get more and more share of the customer purse. Few years back, maybe 2 or 3 years back, when the customer comes to the salon, only very less expensive haircut, maybe 500 rupees haircut. But today, when the same customer comes to your salon, the customer spend maybe around 5,000, right? On one right visit. Haircut, hair massage, some other treatments, right? රුපියල් 500ක් වියදම් කළ කෙනෙක් අද පර්ස් එකෙන් ඔය රුපියල් 5000ක් ඇදලා ගන්න. So we have increased the share of wallet of the customer through the relationship marketing. So we can define relationship marketing. The process of creating, maintaining and enhancing long-term trust and relationship with valued customers. Right? Customers are also rewarded by being in that relationship. Not only customers, today actually companies even go to develop relations with intermediaries and suppliers as well. But here we highlight customers. Okay, so shall we then, can we have a small break? Hello? අපි පොඩි break එකක් ගමු.
Okay, sir.
10 minutes or 50 minutes?
Okay.
10 minutes, that we, okay, right.
Okay.
We meet again now 6:40, right? Yes, around 7. Sorry, 6:50. 6:40, oh, yes. Right.
Recording stopped.